Tasty beverages.
Yes, cold water is best.
Ooh, see that? Hydrate. You hydro homie, my friend. Hello, hello, hello. This thing on. Hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome again to another riveting series that we continue to do for you. My name is Kelly Wright.
And I'm James Ernest, and we're here all week, whether you like it or not.
Oh, yes.
Coming to you today from the twin foci of podcasting professionalism, Seattle, Washington, and Las Vegas, Nevada. How are you today, Kelly?
I'm good, thank you. For the people who are watching our videos, I had to tell you the vista behind you is lovely with the setting sun.
That's right. We can just barely see the last tail ends of the setting sun behind my head as we start a half hour late here on Tuesday evening.
Correct. And speaking of Tuesday evening, if you aren't ready, James, I'm sorry, but Microsoft is rolling out its first major Windows update in 6 years today.
Cool.
Yep.
I'm not sure I care.
October 5th, which is today, Windows 11 will be available as a free download to existing Windows users, depending on the hardware and the age of the PC, of course. Microsoft previously said its phased and measured approach to introducing the new operating system will begin with Windows 10 PCs and PCs that come preloaded with Windows. Users will be notified when they're eligible. It's like a lottery. Basically, the update isn't huge, according to Microsoft. Features a handful of notable design changes, including a new interface that is intended to bring a sense of calm and ease. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling it already. Yeah.
Yes, I can't wait for Windows to bring me a sense of calm and ease. Usually I get that when I see the blue screen of death.
Well, I'm excited. I haven't got my notification yet, but I'm just going to wait. And as soon as I feel that sense of calm and ease, James, I'm going to text you and tell you.
I hope so, because I need all the attention I can get. I want Microsoft to tell me what I'm ready for its newest operating system, because I can't wait for all the stuff that works to stop working.
Of course. I look forward to unloading and reloading, programs for hours and wondering why it just keeps sticking at 48% updated.
48's the best number to stuck at. I think it's better to get stuck at like 95%. Then you're locked in. You're sure I can wait this out. I can make this work. It's
95%
like
definitely.
When you're sitting on
yes.
the tarmac and the stewardess says it'll only be another 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes for 3 hours.
I can do that. Speaking of sitting on the tarmac, James, unruly passenger incidents are rising again, according to the FAA.
I take personal responsibility. I
Really?
have been an unruly passenger. Yes, I was thrown off of a train in Saskatchewan. No, I'm sorry. What's the newest news on unruly passengers and people's inability to cope?
It says the FAA says there were 128 new incidents reported by flight crews, bringing this year's total so far to 4,626 incidents. And the new number...
That's more than there are flights.
And the new number is the highest weekly figure since the FAA started releasing weekly data on July 20th. And about 72% of the issues, according to this article in the past, were over the federal transportation mask mandate.
Temperatures of human beings have gone up 1.5 degrees Celsius in the last decade, and they're only going to get worse.
Oh, okay. Yep. Let's see. $145,000 fine announced in August was against a passenger accused of throwing his luggage at another passenger, and while lying on the aisle floor, grabbing a flight attendant by the ankles and putting his head up her skirt. Oh, people.
I don't want to wear a mask. Come here, honey.
And another passenger would not wear his face mask and acted as though his hand was a gun and made pew-pew noise as if he was shooting fellow passengers. I'm so proud of my fellow humans. I'm so proud.
My opinion of my fellow humans has not changed by that story. Hey, Kelly, it's time for our opening segment, Conversation Starters, sponsored this week by Do Nothing Labs. Tonight's Conversation Starter comes from a list of conversation starters for friends. Kelly, what are you reading right now?
Oh, that's actually a really, really great question. I am reading How to Be Yourself by Jeffrey Matthews.
Do you find yourself accidentally being Jeffrey Matthews instead of yourself? It seems like that might be a possible outcome.
Nope, not at all. I'm it's a very gentle book. It's he offers really good insight, and it's kind. It's a kind book. I needed something that didn't have, gore or violence or horror or something. I just wanted something that was...
I need to read How to Be Yourself by George R.R. Martin, where I am accidentally killed on page 35.
Yeah. No, I wanted to read a book that was more like a comfy blanket right now. So that's what I'm reading at this point.
I think I have found the opposite of that. I'm in the middle of Master and Commander, the first of the Aubrey Maturin series, and it's quite dense. It's very full of nautical terms that I'm going to pretend that I know until I absolutely positively have to look them up.
These letters, I know these letters that this word is made up of. I just don't know what this word is. I know
this word, but I don't think it means what they think it means. Anyway, Janice and the dozens, please send us your conversation starters. And don't forget to check out the new Here All Week Patreon page where you can help us do the thing we do.
That's true. James, there is a big show on Netflix that almost had no promotion, and it's been in the top 10 list since it came out on September 17th. It's called Squid Game.
Oh, right. I just saw something about that on the old Facebooks.
Yeah, Squid Game is a Korean show and is a series of about a group of people who risk their lives competing in various games to win large sums of money. And the games aren't your average type games. They're death games. So if you lose, you die. So much like Hunger Games or Battle Royale.
So it's a fiction about a reality TV series, something like that.
Pretty much. But the twist is for the games they're playing, every game is a Korean traditional children's game, such as red light, green light. But the consequence of losing...
But it's more like dead light, green light.
Exactly. Or statues. You have to stand real still, and if you move, that's it. You're done. You're done.
Move and you're dead.
You're done. Tag, you're done. Hide and seek, you're done. Yeah, so one of
Win,
those
lose,
things.
or die.
But it's on Netflix, and I know you don't have Netflix, so...
Thanks for pointing out that very bitter and painful truth.
Well, you can do the 7-day free trial and just watch it, and then
and then I'll have to remember to cancel, and I can barely remember to cancel important things. So then they'll have me by the scruff of my neck, and I'll have to watch Netflix day and night to get my money's worth. I can see Disney and HBO getting jealous. Kelly, I think that's my point. I think I'm kind of a 2-network guy. I just haven't got room in my life for one more.
Well, basically, you have a network, one for each hand, is what it is. You're a 2-network guy.
Exactly, and
Right.
Honestly, I only need one hand at a time, which is another subject.
I
take very dearly.
Not family fit for this show. Let's see. What are you watching these days since you're in Vegas? How are you passing your time?
I am passing the time by watching Mad Men and TV show Deadwood. Mad Men and Deadwood. These are two things I've seen all the way through before. Loved very much. Watching again. They're sort of comfort food, What else am I watching? I just watched What If. Have you seen that on the Disney? Marvel's What If is a animated show about Avengers characters, but completely off script, alternate timelines, and what if there were zombies, or what if Captain America was Agent Carter, and so on.
I saw the opening show of that. I saw the pilot, and I haven't continued yet. So yes, you reminded me, because of the way my ADHD works is I will watch a show and I'll be like, that's really good, I have to remember that, and totally forget to watch it again. So there you go.
I have to make notes. I have scrawled on the wall, mostly in magic marker, notes about what I should watch and do. And yeah, so it's just out of view, just off camera.
Oh, good. You have your list of things and stuff and such.
Things to do. Buy bacon. I just circle that every time I think of it, and I always buy more bacon, and it's always well received.
Speaking of that, I was just going to ask you, what's your grocery shopping like right now? What you doing? Just buying enough rice?
What am I doing? I'm flying home for the weekend on Thursday, and so I'm in the process, of course, of eating whatever's left in the fridge. So today, there was a bowl of rice, and I said, I will make of this rice whatever I can with whatever I have. That's kind of where I'm at right now.
Excellent.
I did go grocery shopping a couple days ago, but I only bought frozen things because I knew that I could abandon them for a week and then come back and cook them and be happy.
Oh, good. Good. Well, I know at least you won't starve, but it's certainly like a Papillon prison kind of diet that you're on. So
yes, I eat whatever crawls under the door, and I listen for the sounds of the men walking above and what they may be whispering about to hear the news of the world.
News of the world. Give me a moment. I'm so sorry, folks. My kid is calling me, and I have to tell them, no, I'm in recording right now. Thank you so much for the distraction. I also want to tell you that I'm very excited about this news when I heard it. William Shatner, oh my God, Spock, is going to space.
William
William
Shatner's
Shatner's going to space. Yeah, he's going to be headed to space with Jeff Bezos and Audrey Powers on the Blue Origin mission. Spock, going to space.
I saw a YouTube video of William Shatner giving his opinion of miscellaneous comedians' William Shatner impressions throughout the years. And,
Oh, that's awesome.
He seemed, I don't know, it was very tongue-in-cheek, but seemed a little sensitive about the old taking too long to say everything. Because he doesn't think he does that, but Lord help us, he does.
Lord, he does. So Shatner released a press release about it, and this line just cracked me up. I've heard about space for a long time now.
I've heard about space for a long time now.
For a long time now. I'm taking the opportunity to see it myself. What a miracle.
Does he know that you can't really see it?
You know, it's okay. He's 90 years old. He's going to space. Rock on.
Is he really 90? Is William Shatner really 90?
He's 90 years old.
Wow, that would make me 53.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You're going home for the weekend.
That's true. I'm going to fly home for just the weekend because flights are so cheap, and I'm going to go watch the new James Bond movie with my family and relax at home and try not to think about work. Do you know what I am deciding this week, Kelly? I'm deciding whether I want to get a job. Can you imagine that?
James, hang on. You've got to tell me to sit down before you tell me news like this. Come on.
Are you sitting down right now?
Okay, yes.
I don't know.
I
The reason is because some semi-appropriate job title came across my desk. A friend of mine was like, he went on Facebook and said, anybody want to do this game design job? And I was like, game design job. I had one of those once. What is that like? And so, now I'm pondering sending in my resume and just thinking how completely useless I am every day and how little I get done. I literally made a note today of everything that I did and added it up. And it's probably like, half an hour of work. I don't know that I could even do a job. And I remember like when I was young and energetic and needed money, how all these things sort of came together in this perfect storm of being able to work. And now I just don't know if I have any of that.
I don't know if I have it in me anymore. I'm old, I'm tired, I'm done.
Tired and retired they're like this.
Oh, they're so best friends. And now with that news, I need to take a small break, James. I'm a little tired by that. So we're going to go get a word from our sponsor. I'm going to get a nice drink of water. Whew. This episode of Here All Week is brought to you by, I don't got it, from Do Nothing Labs.
Folks, has the weight of this modern world subverted your instinct to achieve?
Are you sometimes not ready to provide more than the bare minimum?
Then ask your provider about, I don't got it, from Do Nothing Labs.
Back in the fast-paced olden times, everyone was always eager to put their best foot forward and give 110%.
To take charge, be somebody, and burn the candle at both ends, to go above and beyond the extra mile.
In fact, stick-to-itiveness was the engine of a great society, and everyone did their part by all doing their part.
But in the today times, with everyone's candle burning in the middle and everywhere else, humanity needs a more sustainable approach.
It's time for a little, I don't got it, a better response to all of life's challenges, big and small.
It's a simple affirmation that says enough is enough, and in this case, less than enough is even better.
I don't got it is a truly life-saving... I don't got it. Does it say get or got?
Got. Oh, it should be got.
Okay. I don't got it. Is a truly Really? It's truly
Really?
A. It's truly A. Really? Professionalism at its best. I don't got it. Is a... God bless America! Folks on the video, this is the process of voiceover work. It's just hours of frustration. I don't got it. Is truly a lifesaver. Let's watch it in action.
Good morning, coworker. I noticed that you're late with this month's reports.
I don't got it.
No worries, colleague. I don't really got it either.
That worked like a charm. Say, I don't got it helped me with my finances? No, let me do that again.
Yeah. A little tight editing, a little nice music. It'll be
A
perfect.
little nice music. It'll sound great. That
How to
that
how,
worked.
how to phone in an ad about phoning it in.
That worked like a charm. Say, can I don't got it. Help me with my finances?
Absolutely. Hit me with your troubles.
Okay, significant other. Are you going to balance the checkbook this weekend?
I don't got it. The numbers are too many.
Works for me. Let's watch TV.
Can I don't got it help me in my relationships?
Let's see. Hey, stranger, want to grab a bite on Saturday night?
I don't got it. I'm gonna lie in bed and watch my cat.
Sounds great.
Try this one. Say, stranger in the coffee line, have you been watching the latest political kerfuffle?
Yeah, I don't got it. Que sera, sera.
And friends, when I don't got it isn't up to the job, try our new double strength, oh yeah, nope, for a fast, soothing escape whenever you really need it.
Excuse me, does this wallet come in blue?
Oh yeah, nope. Can I get this fixed by Friday?
Oh, yeah, nope. Can you bring that box of books to the loading dock?
Oh yeah, nope. Nope, too much box.
No worries. Do Nothing Labs is proud to bring the world a new work ethic where not good enough is gonna be just fine.
Think about it. If you only ever put your best foot forward, how would you even get anywhere?
Good point. Rome wasn't built in a day, so why do any work at all?
Yes, hitch your wagon to the dirt with I don't got it, and oh yeah, nope, from your friends at Do Nothing Labs.
The life-affirming solutions to getting nothing done.
I don't got it, and some catchy slogan goes here.
They also do steaks. Yeah,
Eh,
I like to hitch your wagon to the dirt. Does that mean? Does that mean it's going nowhere?
I had a boss, a CEO actually, many years ago, who used phrases like above and beyond the extra mile, and we're just like, so is that 115%? Like that's
Yeah.
that's very excessive. I don't think I
Yeah.
could do that.
Did he use the words like synergy and
Not as
all
much.
the other business
he
stuff?
came out of Boeing, not as much as your average ex-Boeing guy. He wasn't as bad as the average Microsoft guy, for instance.
Is there an average Microsoft guy?
Well, I mean,
there
I
is.
guess they would have to be.
guess.
Yeah, they use Synergy 1.5 times per month.
Ah, okay. Because I know, looking at this list here, 11 business cliches that are actually worth listening to.
Oh yeah, okay. Let's leverage those synergies.
Are okay. Low-hanging fruit
Yes.
is used to discuss opportunities for the best results with the least amount of effort, also known as quick wins.
But the low-hanging fruit typically is the rotten stuff that the birds have already pecked at,
Yes, exactly.
which also
Win-win.
describes most of those win-win projects. Yeah.
Win-win. Exactly. That's one you're supposed to pay listening to. Win-win. I hear that so much I shut right down. The 80-20 rule, James. You familiar with the 80-20 rule?
By the year 8020, the world will have been overrun by psychoactive bees. Is that something? Is that close?
No. Basically, it was 80% of the time went to web support in this guy's thing that he tried it, and that provided a little under 20% of his income. So 80-20 rule, I guess. Tripled his income in over 2 months.
I'm living by the 100-0 rule. I use 100% of my time to generate 0% of my income.
Synergies, James. They're saying synergies. All this stuff is just, okay, I'm just going to run through it. Raising the bar, seamless integration, paradigm shift, think outside the box, team player, core competency. Take this offline.
Let's table that. Although, let's table that at Microsoft is let's parking lot that, right? Is that where I learned that phrase? We're going to parking lot that. We're going to what? You literally want to take me outside and beat me up? What does that even mean? No, it just means we're going to talk about it later. Oh, in the parking lot?
In the parking lot? We'll put a pin in that, shall we?
Let's.
Here's another list that says the 32 business cliches that need to die.
Mm-hmm.
So, to be honest, it is what it is.
To be
drink the
honest, it's not a
Kool-Aid.
business cliche. That's a everyone cliche, isn't it?
Pretty much, basically, because the snarky comment after is, wait, you weren't being honest until now, to be honest?
Yeah, every time someone says to me, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm like, okay, first of all, that means you're about to lie to me. And second of all, that means you have been lying to me. So
Have
don't
been
even
lying.
say it. Yeah.
Don't say it. Yep. Break down silos, paradigm shift,
Yeah.
going forward, push the envelope, in the pipeline, leverage our assets. And this list has let's take this offline, and low-hanging fruit that needs to go, thinking outside the box needs to go. Direct conflict with the last one. This really has legs. That's a good set of stems, getaway sticks you got on your there, honey. It's a good set of getaway sticks. Synergize. My door is open. Eat your own dog food. God, I hate hearing that.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
hate hearing that. I hate that. Let's take a deep dive. Let's deep dive.
Is
Pick your brain.
is drink the Kool-Aid on that list? I would love to see that
It
stricken
is.
from
It is. Drink the
vocabulary.
Kool-Aid is on the list, yes. Yeah. It says don't drink the Kool-Aid. Don't.
I watched like a 6-hour documentary on Jonestown, and I never want to hear anyone say that phrase again.
Yeah, drink the Kool-Aid? Yeah, exactly. It's like, well, basically you're telling me my job is killing me now, so great.
And I'm
to know.
volunteering to die. That's the worst part.
Yes. I volunteer as tribute. No, I don't. So those are things I have heard in business for years, and it makes my eye twitch.
Well, you're really making me want to send in my resume for a new corporate job, Kelly, because I love hearing those phrases too.
Well, let's see. Well, so going back to something you said earlier, you were going to go see the new Daniel Craig movie?
I am. I
Oh,
believe
you
it's
are.
called No Time to Die. And
No
it's
Time
the
to Die.
5th Daniel Craig movie. It's taken 15 years to get this far, and definitely his last as James Bond. And he can't wait to see who takes it off next. He says, don't screw it up.
Yeah, that's what he says. Don't screw it up. So this is the 25th Bond film. After I
yeah.
failed miserably at the Bond trivia you threw to me the other day,
I hope you watched at least one Bond movie this
I
week,
started
because they're all
reading up.
brilliant.
I started reading up on it, so I'm like, okay.
Well, that's
so
good,
I'm
Kelly, but this week's trivia is about something else completely.
Okay.
In fact,
I don't know if
it's
I'm
about
ready.
nothing.
Oh.
In the spirit of getting nothing done, our sponsors at Do Nothing Labs bring us this week's list of trivia questions about nothing to remind us that sometimes nothing is the right answer. Question 1.
Yes.
Negative 273 degrees on the Celsius scale is also known as absolute zero on what scale?
The Fahrenheit scale.
The Kelvin scale. Kelvin, not Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit.
Absolute zero on the Fahrenheit scale would be negative, 400 or something. It's very hard to cool anything to absolute zero, since whatever you're cooling off can only get as cold as whatever you're cooling it off with. So sometimes even science tells us close enough will have to do. Question 2. Who said there is only one thing in life worse than being talked about, and that is not being talked about?
Dorothy Parker.
Oscar Wilde. But you're
Yeah,
close.
Dorothy Parker's still in that camp, though. So.
Still in the camp. Other pithy Oscar Wilde quotes include, be yourself, everyone else is taken, and I have a very particular set of skills. No, never mind. That's also taken. Question
What was that?
3.
Ayn Rand.
Set theory is a branch of mathematics that builds a universe of axioms starting with the set containing what?
Nothing.
Nothing is the right answer. Good job. Expert mathematicians actually use set theory to prove basic arithmetic, as if you can't just prove it with beans. Then they go on to prove that up is down and black is white, and mathematics itself is internally inconsistent. Well, way to go, nerds. Question 4.
Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria.
The eccentric cartoon character Jeremy Hillary Boob from the Beatles film Yellow Submarine is better known by what nickname?
Dr. Nothing? I never seen that movie.
Nowhere Man.
No, okay. Okay.
Yeah. According to Wikipedia, the character was a parody of contemporary intellectuals and polymaths such as theatrical director Jonathan Miller, who no doubt deserved it. Question 5. This seminal 1943 book by philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre is subtitled An Essay on Phenomenological Ontology.
Oh, my God. I don't know.
Sartre's seminal book is called Being and Nothingness. The book discusses such topic as consciousness, perception, and the question of free will, as in, perhaps the very nature of the universe compelled me never to read this book.
Exactly.
Question 6.
I was going to be like,
Kurt Russell plays a secretive government official in the Fast and Furious movie franchise. What is that character's name?
you know, you've watched those movies, those franchises, those things a lot.
Indeed, I have.
I have not seen one, so I can't tell you from Adam.
Well, his name is Mr. Nobody.
Okay.
Introduced in Furious 7, Mr. Nobody eventually gets an assistant, Little Nobody, and a secret lair called Nowhere. Question 7. What is the name of Jack Skellington's ghost dog?
Zero.
Zero is correct. Thanks to Zero's Rudolph-like red nose, Jack escapes from a Christmas Eve fog and ruins Christmas. Thanks, Zero.
So I just want to tell you that your trivia selection shows where my brain lies and what it does. So cartoons, pop culture, that kind of stuff. There you go.
Pop culture, the set containing pop culture, but not Fast and Furious movies. Now,
Correct.
question 8. It was kind of late, so there is no question 8. That's just how we roll up in here. This list of trivia about nothing was brought to you by Do Nothing Labs, makers of I Don't Got It. Hurry up and start using that stuff today.
Well, James, I just want to give you a little insight to what happened to me over this past weekend.
So what happened to you over this past weekend, Kelly?
Well, I doing my going to my doctor, and I'm getting my shingles shot. My shingles vaccination. So
I was going to do that, and then the COVID vaccine came around, and now I haven't done it yet. So I don't. I guess I hope I don't get it.
Well, I got the first one about 4 months ago, and didn't have. The only thing that I had was a sore arm, but that arm was actually even more sore than the COVID vaccine. So I was like, wow. So, and then I got the second one, and it laid me flat all day Saturday.
Yeah.
Laid me flat, and they said expect that. And what I find fascinating is the COVID vaccine. I had maybe 2 hours of dizziness and I was done. But this thing, wow.
Well, everybody reacts to all these things differently. And the reason that you feel sick is because your body is doing the things it's supposed to do, right?
It's learning.
You should feel good about that.
Well, I do. It's learning. But I wasn't, I hadn't been, sick like that in over a year and a half because of mask wearing and hand washing and all that.
Well, they say you got to get it because obviously the shingles is worse.
Yes, I've had chickenpox, so I was, a candidate for it possibly showing up somewhere since the virus lies dormant, and like stress and, not taking care of yourself can cause it to happen. My
a
husband
sleeper agent, like the Manchurian Candidate. It's in your bloodstream until you least expect it.
It is. My husband's had it twice. One, a section of nerve on his back and on his face. Near his eye. He was lucky to not get it in his eye. So
wow.
He was real lucky about that. But he said it hurt. He took gabapentin to try and take the pain away, but he's like, it dulled it, but it was definitely still there. So I don't want it. I got the injection. And, but that's it. That was my big thing over this weekend. And it's just the regular stuff. It's getting darker earlier. So I've pulled out the old headlamp. So I look like a total dork when I walk my dogs.
You should get headlamps for the dogs too. I think that would only be fair.
I don't have because they're little apple-headed pugs. They won't fit. They won't fit.
They can probably see in the dark and navigate by smell and all those things dogs have.
But I think if I can do like little Velcro on hats, then I can attach the headlamp. But right now I've got these really cool. They look like the light sticks that you break, but they're leashes. So it looks like 3 floating circles in the dark. It's the weirdest looking thing. You can't even see. You just
3 floating circles in the dark was a 1970s pop band. Is that correct?
I thought that was a 1936 thriller movie.
Also true. They were named after the thriller. Yes, it was actually made 3 times. The final with Humphrey Bogart is the one that's considered the classic.
What did you do this past weekend? And I know you're traveling home. So anything exciting this last week?
Past week, what did I do? I went down to Fremont Street and did some gambling. That was lovely. I did a little technical writing analysis and showing that the phrase I had read online, which was, in Disneyland, there is never a trash can more than 20 feet from you, is completely wrong because that implies a Disneyland with a radius of 10 feet. And
that's a crowded park.
For some reason, I got, that's a crowd. It's a small world, I think, is what the Twitter decided to tell me. I got hung up on the technical specificity and incorrectness of saying that 40 degrees is twice as cold as 80 degrees. I had this argument with my mother, and she put forth that 40 degrees was twice as cold as 80 degrees, and there's 2 reasons why that's not true. One of them being the absolute scale that we're not using, the Kelvin scale. Mm-hmm. That could theoretically be like something could be twice as hot on an absolute scale, but it's twice as cold isn't a thing.
No, 40 degrees is half as warm as 80.
Well, no, it isn't. It isn't. 40 degrees in Kelvin might be twice as warm, but half as warm. But in Fahrenheit, that's an arbitrary 0 point.
Yes, it is.
What is twice as hot as -10? -20?
-20
doesn't make any sense, right?
60% of the time, it works every time. Thank you very much. And if you know what
105% of statistics are incorrect.
are incorrect. Oh my goodness, folks! This was a roller coaster of a ride. Hopefully, your hands were off the bar. Whee! When you went down the hill with us.
Please keep your thoughts and prayers inside the vehicle at all times.
Until the vehicle comes to a complete stop. Thank you so much. As always, you can send us a comment, question. We would love to hear from our Dirty Dozens. Hey, we are on YouTube, and hey, we have a Patreon account now. So I'm going to put links in our show page, and you can check those out. And if you're willing to, donate a little bit to the show, give us, a couple of bucks. A couple of bucks is all we're asking. Basically, it just helps us.
It's a couple of bucks. Just go ahead.
Just a couple of bucks. Just a few. We're starving little match girls asking for just a couple of bucks. As always, thank you so much. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to your friends, your family, your community. Hey, we're still going through it. Thank you for joining us. My name is Kelly Wright.
And I'm James Ernest, and we're here all week.